welcome to Broken Boys, episode 17. I'm Mike.
I'm Colin.
I'm Nick.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well,
We got my good old buddy Nick on the podcast today.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming by.
no problem, man. It's a pleasure.
Yeah. Yeah, it's cool. We were talking a little bit beforehand, but haven't seen him since high school, senior year high
It's
school.
been a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw him in January, I believe. So, yeah.
I thought there was going to be more to that.
We just spent the day playing video games. We laughed our asses off at Overcooked. So,
Overcooked, man.
Yeah.
Overcooked.
Oh, that's right. You were telling me about that because I went over to your house recently too, and we did Overcooked. I remember you saying that.
Busted my ass in Tony Hawk Pro Skater.
of course.
Oh shit! We got a pro skater here.
Yeah, I skated for real.
Oh damn! I don't remember if I talked about it on the podcast, but I actually had like a weird phase where I wanted to start skating.
Yeah, I did too.
Yeah.
Last year.
Last year?
Yeah.
I had a few of those
Did
throughout
you?
my life. I've got a longboard now. I longboard. But there's a lot of different times throughout me growing up that I wanted to learn how to skate, and I had a really shitty skateboard when I was a kid, and I tried to ride that faceplant like every single time. So
Yeah.
didn't work out until recently.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Is longboarding like more accessible or something?
I would say it's just different. Like, it's not as focused on like tricks aren't as big of a thing. You can do tricks, but tricks aren't as big of a thing. There's more of just like a lot of longboards are made for just kind of cruising around.
Yeah.
You know, just or doing downhill stuff, which I really like. Also, how I broke my hand. So you know,
Hey, you did do that.
yeah, I
this
did.
year.
You could. Podcast listeners can't see, but you can see the holes left from.
Wow.
Yeah, that's where the pin stuck out of my hand that held my finger together while it was healing.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah, pretty nice.
How long did that take?
Oh, it took a while. To get from the time I initially broke it to getting like the cast off and being able to move my hand again, it was probably like 8 weeks or so.
Damn.
And even then, I wasn't able to really move my finger very much. It's still a bit stiff, but that's supposed to be. It's expected for a long time, apparently.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Must be fun to play video games like that.
Oh, it's not too bad now. I'm fine now. But during those 8 weeks, it was pretty rough because I couldn't play nothing. And I was so mad too because the day that I broke my hand, I bought Street Fighter V, and I started it downloading right before I left. I was like, I'm gonna play that when I get back. Nope, went to the hospital instead.
No.
That's one that has a lot of button mashing stuff too, right?
Yeah, it's definitely
like a
not
fighting
something that you
game.
could play.
Damn.
Even once my hands were working again, I waited a few extra weeks to play fighting games.
Wow.
Damn. Yeah, last year after Tony Hawk, the remasters came out, I was like, I've always wanted to try to ride a skateboard. So like my brother left behind a couple of his, and I was just kind of like trying, and I kind of got it a little bit, but then I was like, okay, I was like on the driveway, and I was like, okay, I can kind of do it here, so let's go to the street. And I got on the street, and I was doing okay, and the last time I got on, I got a couple feet, and then I like hit a rock, and I like
Yeah, that is the one advantage longboards got over skateboards, at least the one that I got. You can have those fat wheels that they can just roll over most things. Like I've rolled over sticks that were like this big in the woods before and been fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I fell on my stomach, got winded, and I was like, okay.
You know what? Maybe it's not for me.
Yeah, I mean, when I was younger, I had like I don't know if it was like a real skateboard. It might have been like a kid one a little bit.
It still works.
Yeah, I don't know. I was probably like 10 or 11. But like, I don't know. I had like a weird, just like, I liked it a lot. I had like this Tony Hawk game for like the Wii, and it had like
on the balance board.
It wasn't on like the Wii Fit balance board.
Okay.
It was like a custom.
Oh,
like,
the Tony Hawk like.
ride.
I know what you're talking
yeah,
about. I know
yeah.
exactly
It
what
looked
you're
like a
talking
skateboard except just no wheels. Like it was just flat on the bottom.
Yeah.
And like I really liked that game for some reason, and then I'm like, hey, let's get an actual skateboard.
I mean,
and
yeah.
then I remember I tried learning and stuff like that. Like we even went to like a skate park once. And I think I like tried doing the half pipe, and I just like ate shit. Like, I was a kid, so I was fine. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's just so weird looking back on that because I'm like, I can never imagine. What if I did get into that? Like, it's
How different would your life be now?
Yeah, it's like so different than like what I'm actually into now. It's like polar opposite.
It'd be a skateboard channel rather than a piano channel.
Yeah. What's up, guys? Gonna learn how to do double ollies. I don't know.
I'm gonna teach you my favorite tray flip combo.
Yeah, exactly.
Today I'm gonna teach you how to do a kick flip.
And a flip kick. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. It's just a weird. I don't know. I think I was talking with Vince about it, and I was just like, "Damn, that's a weird part of my life."
Yeah, it took me like what initially got me into longboarding was a bunch of my friends longboard. So we were hanging out with some of them, and Josie started trying to ride one of them, and she started to like really like riding the longboard. So then we got home, and she orders like a shitty one off of Amazon.
Yeah.
And we're going around for like the next few weeks, just messing around with that thing, and both of us riding it a bit. And I just thought, you know what, I'm a drop like 250 and get a really nice longboard for no reason.
Yeah.
Hey. Was it the nice one that you fell off of?
Yes it is. Yes it is.
At least it was a nice one.
Yeah, it goes fast. It goes fast, man.
Yeah, I could maybe see myself getting into that, like longboarding. I don't know, like when I was trying to skate, I remember I couldn't even like figure out just how to normally ride it. Like I don't even think I even attempted doing tricks. I think I just wanted to normally ride.
I can't even stay balanced, so
Yeah.
Longboards are a little bit better for that. At least some of them, because they can be a lot lower to the ground. They got like that drop through style wheels where the wheels go on like the sides rather than underneath. That makes it a lot easier to balance.
Yeah, from what my youngest brother was saying, because he started riding a skateboard recently, he was like, the skateboard just might not be as big enough for you because like
there's also like,
on, like
wideness.
The feet size. Yeah. And like that might have been part of it, but like still it was like I'd try to get on and then I'd be like kick it.
It was the same way for me until I started longboarding. Now, after longboarding for a while, I can ride a skateboard, which is crazy. I mean, not well, but I can get on it and roll and not faceplant.
I remember my neighbors, they had a ripstick. Do you guys remember those?
Oh, I
things?
remember ripsticks.
Yeah.
This was so fun.
Yeah, I was able to kind of do that a little bit, which is kind of weird because I feel like that's much harder than a skateboard. Like, at least in terms of balance-wise.
It's just a completely different, like, movement.
Yeah. I remember we would just, like, be in their backyard, just going around in circles on their cement that they have back there. And it's... yeah. That was wild.
I remember those, never rode them, but I was a scooter kid. So
I was definitely... We were both scooter kids.
Oh, yeah.
Scooter boy.
You remember that time I tried to teach you how to ride a bike?
I think I do, yeah.
Yeah.
Because, I never learned when I was young. I fell off once and never got back on again. I remember you tried to teach me once, and I was like, not going to happen.
Yeah.
I remember I was kind of late at, like, learning that a little bit, too. I don't know how late, though. I just remember it was kind of embarrassing that I was still using tricycle, is that what it's called?
The training wheels?
Training wheels, the training wheels. I remember I was like, I think I need to get these off.
You're like 10. You're like,
Yeah, man, I'm getting too old for this.
It kind of was. Like, all my friends, they just had, like, normal bikes. I'm like, fuck.
Everybody was riding a fucking bike, and I was ollieing on my Razor scooter. So.
That's pretty sick, man.
And then there were the times where the pavement on the driveway were wet, and I'd go and just fall off. And
Yeah, bro. Most of the scars I have are as a result of Razor scooters.
Yeah. Dangerous, but very fun.
Real fun.
I rode those for a while, too. I think that's mainly what I did before I, like, got the training wheels off the bike. Yeah. But I could still vividly remember the pain of it hitting like
your
ankle,
taking the Razor scooter.
It's such a vivid feeling that I can still remember.
It's such a sharp pain.
Yeah,
it'll last for so long.
It just fucks your whole day up.
The other day, we were working out and we were putting like the rack back against the wall, and I hit my ankle with like the metal, and I was like, "Oh, I haven't felt that in so long."
Razor scooter flashback.
Yeah, pretty much
PTSD from Razor scooters.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
How have you been, Nick?
I've been all right. Life is life.
He's right there.
Yeah,
life is life.
School is how it is right now. That kind of sucks. Not a fan of that.
Right.
Can't wait to be back in actual in-person classes.
Has your school confirmed if you're doing in person next semester?
I don't know if they have like 100% yet.
Yeah.
I need to keep checking on that. But honestly, if they don't do in person, I might take a semester off and just work or something.
Honestly, it may be worth it.
Yeah, because I'll tell you what, I feel like it's not worth paying for what I'm getting right now.
Yeah.
So if it goes on another semester, I think I'm gonna take a semester off.
Yeah, and that I know other people who have done that too, and it might be the smarter option financially.
Yeah, I didn't go to school the first semester that everybody did, and like that was boring as fuck. But that was before COVID, so I could have been in person. I really wish I would have.
Yeah, that sucks missing that first semester then.
Yeah. Like, I did do the second semester, and I was in school for about a month.
Yeah.
And
then
because it was about like March, I think.
Yeah, it was like March, and then I went on spring break on like the 9th, and I never came back.
We had spring break the same day, I remember.
I'll tell you, that first semester of college, I was really enjoying myself, overall. Like, especially lecture classes. I love lecture classes, and there's a whole lot more of that in college. And you got actually qualified lecturers that are talking about shit that they're really, really passionate about. I love that.
Right.
But then, going into second semester, having it almost immediately go online. Man, the motivation is hard to find, let me tell you.
Yeah. Oh, God. The motivation is the worst part of it. Like,
that's for sure.
Like, I never went back to school. So, like, I mean, to get my stuff I did. But I never, like, learned back at school. So I've been here the whole time. I've just been in my basement. And, like, honestly, especially like towards the end of this last semester, like I was getting like literally sick of being down there, even though that's like where I play all my games and everything. I was just like, I can't be in this space. I need to be somewhere else.
I get what you mean.
Paying like $1,500 for 3 classes and teaching yourself the whole time, because like whatever. My school didn't do like FaceTime, Zoom, so it was just me looking at words on a screen, and it was the absolute worst. And like you'd take tests and you just cheat on them because like
why not?
You don't there's nobody stopping you.
I'm kind of scared of taking actual tests
me too,
because I've been way too reliant on my resources.
Resources also known as Google.com.
Quizlet.
I mean, to be fair, I mostly did use my notes, but if I couldn't find it in my notes,
there's like so little repercussion. There's no repercussion whatsoever. There's no one way of anyone ever knowing.
I remember Vince was telling a story that kind of scared me a little bit. It was like for I don't think it was any of his classes, but it was like there was like a story about it at his school of some math professor. They like put like a fake answer to a question on Chegg, that website that has all the answer stuff, a lot of math and science stuff. They put like a fake one on there, and if someone put that as the answer, they knew they were cheating, and like their test automatically got a 0 for that.
See, that's just cheating wrong. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, there's a great website called Symbolab that just has really complex calculators that can solve calculus equations for you just on the spot. You just gotta know at least a little bit about what you're doing, enough to figure out what it's talking to you about. And it's a great program or a great website.
Yeah,
nice.
I have yet to take a math class in college, and I'm not looking forward.
Oh man, that was the worst part about online classes, at least for me, was the math classes. Because the professors I had, the way that they set up the class, it was all recorded, pre-recorded. So there was no like live sessions.
So you were why can't I think of the fucking word? Asynchronous.
Yeah, completely asynchronous. And the lectures, quote unquote lectures, what would have been in school like an hour and a half class, was like a 5-minute video.
Oh, no.
It's like a 5-minute, and that's being the longest ones were 5 minutes. Like it was so bad, and that's all the instruction you got, and then you just had to go and do all of this work and turn it in by the end of the week. Like I just was not a fan of that at all.
Horrendous.
Like I can get into math. Like when I'm in a math class and I'm like solving problems, I can put myself in a place where I almost feel like I'm doing like puzzles or something. You know what I mean? Like and I can enjoy that. But doing this, it just felt like busy work for absolutely no reason.
I don't know if I'm pretty sure I've mentioned it on here before, but one of my classes last semester was just, it was like Intro to Education or something like that. I think it was that class. And the teacher had these like study guides for each week. We didn't have a quiz each week, but we had study guides. And there were like 8 to 11 questions on each one. And it was like you have to answer with 8 to 11 sentences on every question. And like, oh my God, it took forever. And like towards the end, I was like, I'm not doing that many sentences. There's no reason. I'm just rambling with the answer that I gave in the first couple sentences. This is pointless.
Yeah, no, I haven't had a class like that for a while, but I remember one of my classes, I think it was in high school, did something like that. It was like, you need a specific amount of sentences to answer this shit. And I'm like, I can do it in 3. In 3 complex sentences, I can get it down.
I don't need to write 2 paragraphs about this simple fucking question.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
And it's really ridiculous. And I had something that I was about to talk about, but it just completely slipped away.
Yeah, that's how it works.
Happens. Yeah, but I mean, like, well, you were saying about, like, those videos, though, like, the pre-recorded ones.
Yeah, okay, that does ring a bell.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I could tell a story and see if you can figure it out.
You can go ahead.
I remember I had, I think it was a biology class. Like, I can't even remember what classes I took 2 semesters ago. It's crazy. But I think it was a biology class, and they also had pre-recorded stuff. But it was, like, the opposite of your problem, where, like, your hour lecture was condensed into 5 minutes. For me, like, some of those videos were like 2 hours or something for an hour-long class. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, I don't know. I was just like, this is awful. Horrendous. And, like, there's, like, notes all throughout. It's like, I don't have time for this.
Okay, I remember what I was going to talk about.
Yeah.
So, the first semester that we did, like, fully online classes, I took Polish 2. So, first semester that I was in school, I took Polish 1. And then second semester, I took it off. And then third semester, I decided to take Polish 2. And I thought I would be fine, having taken 1 semester off and then just going back to it. Yeah. With the online courses, I definitely was not. Because, like, in person, I have no problem talking to people. Right. I have no problem contributing to conversations or asking questions or anything like that. But if I'm sitting and watching, like, the stream with, people just talking, or you got to, like, unmute your mic and go talk, I want to stay as far away as possible. Like, I just don't want to, like, interact with people. And I don't know what it is about it just being online that makes me not want to have any interaction with anybody.
For me, it was just because every time we were forced to have like, did you do, like, breakout rooms with, like, Zoom stuff? Yeah. Every time we were forced to have, like, an interaction with someone, it was so awkward. Like, it was so fucking awkward.
So, when you can't see the person, it makes it 100 times worse.
Yeah.
You can't read any facial expressions. You can't be like, oh yeah, we're both, in this shitty situation, let's do it.
Yeah.
But, there's none of that. You're just sitting there silently like, so, how you guys doing?
Yeah, it definitely can devolve into that. There was a couple times where I had some people who were like, yeah, I don't know what the fuck we're doing. Like, just kind of like that. But, like, even then, there was, like, a little bit of awkwardness, but there were so many times it was just dead silence. This isn't even, like, funny. Like, it's the awkwardness. It's just so painful. Bad. Pure pain.
Yeah, I had that same issue in most of my classes that had like meetings or that type of thing where you had to talk with other people. As I just couldn't get myself to talk to people. Yeah. Like, I don't know why.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is about being online.
I guess that was a good thing about not having Zoom, because, like, the most interaction we had with other people was just like, it was like class discussions, but, like, you have to type
like a forum page.
We have some of my classes.
Luckily, I didn't have to see anybody, but
yeah.
Yeah,
I wouldn't have minded.
I probably would have preferred that, but even then, writing up these little, I learned this about this in the textbook today.
I really like how you explained that.
We gotta do that shit too. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. For most of it, it was just, like, the breakout rooms that were awkward, but, like, I had a teacher last semester. I don't know, I feel like most teachers learned, like, the first, like, semester we were doing this, like, if they ask a question, they're likely not going to get an answer, at least when it comes to Zoom stuff. Like, but I had a teacher last semester that he would ask something, and then he would wait in silence until someone unmuted their mic and answered it. And sometimes it would literally be, like, 20, 30 seconds. And
Oh
I'm just like sitting there at 9 a.m. just like, holy fuck. Like, I'm going to fall asleep in this silence. Like, it was painful.
That sounds terrible.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Go ahead.
No, I don't got anything more about school. I'm glad it's summer vacation.
Yeah,
Me too.
Me too.
I'm glad that I'm going to be in person next semester
Yeah.
again.
Yeah, fuck.
Although I'm a little scared of communicating with people now. Like, I feel like I've lost a lot of that. Honestly, you were good practice when you came over. I was like, okay,
Bro,
holding a
small
conversation.
talk.
Yeah, a little small talk. Holding conversation.
Not in my little circle of close friends that I've seen.
I know, right? Yeah.
Yeah, though. We're going to be in the same school, so that'll be fun.
Yeah.
So at least I'll have somebody who I know.
Yeah. Bunch of
But-
buddies. Love lunch
Yeah.
days or something.
But yeah. You want to talk about the new Tyler album?
Yeah, we could a little bit.
Yeah,
Have you
yeah.
listened to
Listen
it?
Is it out? Like the
Yeah, it
full
came out.
album?
Yeah, it came out
Last
night.
I swear to God, I literally checked this morning and it wasn't out. But
might
I
not
might
have.
be crazy because I've been checking constantly because
Yeah.
he's dropped those snippets and he dropped a single and
Yeah.
they all sounded fucking great to me.
Yeah.
But I need to listen to it. I need
Yeah.
to listen to it for sure.
Yeah.
It's good.
It's
yeah.
good. Yeah, I don't think it's as good as Igor or Flower Boy, but it's still pretty good. I
It's
like
definitely got more of an older vibe, like Wolf or
Mhm.
even like Bastard a little bit.
Yeah, I heard that. I heard that out of the snippets, and I'm
Yeah.
really looking forward to that because Wolf. I fucking love Wolf.
Yeah, Wolf is
Um,
great.
And Igor is great. I can appreciate Igor, but Igor is not up on my top list of my favorite projects by him.
Mm.
I love Flower Boy so much
Yeah,
more, in
yeah.
my opinion.
Yeah.
I still haven't listened to his older stuff. I've only listened to Flower Boy anywhere, but
Go listen to Goblin.
I'll listen to all of them at some
Wait,
point.
which one? I always get those two confused. Which one came first, Goblin or Bastard?
Bastard came first.
Okay, I meant to say Goblin before when I said Bastard.
Yeah, I've heard Wolf and Goblin are pretty good. Does he have one called Cherry Bomb?
Yeah, he does have
Yeah.
Cherry Bomb.
Is that one good?
Cherry Bomb is interesting.
Cherry Bomb is interesting. Cherry Bomb is really important as far as the development of Tyler as an artist
Okay.
Yeah.
to listen to. Like when you listen to the old stuff and then you listen to Cherry Bomb, it's like somewhere in the middle. You can see like the beginnings of what happened in Flower Boy
Yeah.
with Cherry Bomb.
Okay.
Yeah, Flower Boy is basically Cherry Bomb, but like better.
Yeah.
But yeah, Cherry Bomb is interesting, but I like it still. But yeah, this new one definitely feels very much Wolf era Goblin a little bit in terms of production and like style.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking for that. I'm gonna listen to that on the way home now that I know
Yeah.
it's out.
And it's long. It's like almost an hour long. So
Okay.
Yeah, I was surprised. I was looking through. I was like, oh, okay, all these songs are like 2-3 minutes, and then there's like one that's like almost 10 minutes, and then there's like an 8-minute one too. I'm like, holy fuck!
See, I am so down for that because
Yeah.
I haven't been a huge fan of the trend recently of just like shorter albums in general.
Yeah, me neither. Yeah,
I like a good hour and a half album.
Yeah.
But recently it's just been 20, 25 minutes.
Yeah.
30 minutes maybe.
super short, super
Yeah.
accessible. Yeah.
yeah, I miss the like it happened recently. The album started getting short like that.
I would say like 2018. I feel like the first time I was noticing a lot was when John was talking about this before, but like when Kanye was doing like his
Kanye.
run of like a whole bunch of albums that he was producing and stuff. All of them were like 20-30 minutes. It's like, oh my god.
30 minutes I can get with, but like
Yeah.
20 minutes, like
Yeah.
that's nothing. That's
Yeah,
like
it feels like an EP at
The
that
first
point.
the first one that I remember is Daytona.
Yeah.
And then also Yay was the
Yeah.
same way.
Yeah, and that little run there. I just started noticing there, and then a lot of other people started doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Green Day's most recent album was like 25 minutes, and I was like,
Damn. I haven't listened to that. I need to.
don't.
No? It's not good?
It's really not. Like I don't. It's probably okay. If you ask somebody, it's probably their worst album. But like, it has a couple good songs on it. It's just like it's just there, you know.
Yeah, I haven't really followed them much after. What's the album that came after American Idiot? What's that one called?
I don't know. I know. I know. There's American Idiot, 21st Century Breakdown, Uno Dos Tres. Fuck.
I think it's 21st Century Breakdown that I'm thinking of.
I don't know if it's right after it, is it?
I believe it is.
God damn it! It's gonna make me go to the wiki page.
You could just go onto Spotify.
Oh fuck! Yeah, American Idiot, 21st Century Breakdown.
Yeah.
Yes.
After 21st Century Breakdown, I didn't really follow Green Day much anymore. But well, actually, Uno Dos Tres, I didn't mind. I didn't mind those.
There's some good songs on those, but yeah, American Idiot and 21st Century Breakdown are definitely their best, I think. Dookie and Nimrod are also really good, though.
I am a huge fan of the 90s ones. For, like, Insomniac, I love. Dookie, I love. Nimrod's pretty good. And Nimrod, I feel like it went in a more poppy direction, which was good in some spots, but I didn't enjoy in other spots.
Yeah, well, American Idiot is just, like... It's a story album.
It's their magnum opus.
I really should sit down and just listen to that one.
Oh,
I have not really listened to much Green Day stuff. I know some songs, but like
American Idiot at the very least is definitely worth a full listen through.
I know it's not your style, but
yeah, it's a little more pop punk, which usually I don't know, for some reason I have trouble connecting with it.
But there's some really good shit on there. It's really good commentary on the U.S. and the early 2000s.
Yeah, a lot of good George Bush commentary on there.
Yeah.
There's this movie that came out called Cherry on like Apple.
Oh, that's the one with Tom Holland, right?
Yeah. And that's like placed in the early 2000s, and he like goes to Afghanistan or Iraq or whatever. That you could listen to American Idiot, and it could go right alongside that movie.
Yeah,
that's a good movie. If you haven't seen that, I suggest that. But
I'll have to check that out.
What would you say it was on again?
It's on Apple TV.
Apple TV, okay.
But
there's too many streaming services.
I know there is.
Yeah,
I always forget that one exists.
I'm gonna have to check that one out from different spots,
from other sources.
I have to go arr.
Yarg. Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, I definitely should listen to more stuff from them. I remember I liked. I tried listening to their singles that came out for what was it called? Revolution Radio? Was that what the album was called? I listened to a couple of those singles and I like those.
Yeah, that was a pretty good album. They tried to do another American Idiot kind of with that one, just like sound wise, and was definitely not as good, but it had some bright moments on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to get into this little topic?
Yeah, we could talk about the little topic.
All right. So this week, John gave me the idea. Well, gave us the idea. I just relayed it to Mike. We talked about it in our second episode, kind of with like one of our questions, what our favorite album art was. So we're just gonna do like a whole little topic on that, more than just like a little segment. So yeah.
I have visual aids for mine.
Yeah, I should probably get some of those.
I could pull a visual aids
for mine,
but I have a list.
A list.
I think I have 8, which I mean, I in all honesty, I looked at these like 30 minutes ago, or 30 minutes before we started, because I was just like, fuck, I kept forgetting to do that. But like, I still love all these. But there's probably a few I'm forgetting.
Yeah. Whoever wants to start first, they can go.
I guess I can go first since I got it pulled up. I did this one first just because I didn't want to forget about it. But last year, Phoebe Bridgers, her album Punisher, I just really love the colors on that one, the blue and the red, and then I don't know, just the contrast of that in general was like that made me want to listen to the album. I was like, okay, I like that vibe.
Yeah, so. I have every Nothing But Thieves album. This is their first one. Just that horse coming through the fog with their band name, and then there's Broken Machine. That just like the makeup with like the cool golden cracks up her neck and into her face is really cool. And then Moral Panic is like this really cool red and orange. But yeah, I really like those.
Yeah, we talked about that last week. All those fit those albums very well.
They fit the vibe.
They fit their vibe.
Okay, so these aren't in any particular order,
Yeah, mine
but the first one that I put is Currents, Tame Impala.
Yeah.
I love that album cover. Kind of a basic answer, not gonna lie, but I love that album cover. There you go.
It was on my list. That's the same story there. Like, I I'm trying to remember who showed me the less I know the better, but when I saw that and I saw the album art for it, I was like, that's fucking sick. Like,
in the fucking LP release, like the vinyl release, the art is so cool. Like it extends onto the inside cover.
Yeah,
and
he was showing me it. He has
so
it.
Good.
Yeah,
so good. It sounds really good on vinyl too. That's a great album.
It's a definitely good album to have on vinyl.
Yeah.
Are you into collecting vinyl?
No, but I want to. I need to get first things first. I need to get a good turntable. Because I don't want to ruin my records, or a good needle, I guess.
Yeah. I need to get a better turntable as well. I kind of got like a basic starter one, but I'm glad I did get that because it definitely got me into collecting the vinyls now. So. But
once I get into that apartment with Matt, I'm probably going to get more into it because Matt already does collect vinyl and he has a good turntable and all that. So if I could just use his and play it off of there, then I might get some.
There you go. Yeah, I hope I'm not harming my records. I have like one of the suitcase ones, but I think it's like one of the better suitcase ones. I think, but
as long as you're just being gentle, I think it'll be okay. But at this point, I have like 32 records, so I probably should just get a
You have 32 vinyls?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
At that point, you definitely could have bought a better record player and 15 vinyls.
Well, like, I bought most of them, and then I got a couple of them as gifts, and then my dad and his fiance, her uncle gave them his record collection. It was like fucking hundreds of vinyls. So I got 3 of those for free, and I got a Cure one, I got a David Bowie one, and I got a Kansas one, and those are in like perfect condition, like original pressings, and like I definitely would like to get a better record player. But
I could definitely get some from my parents too because I got a huge collection just sitting there. My dad just got a record player, and they thought that like most of their vinyls would be like warped and stuff and not able to play. My mom had first release of Meet the Beatles in America, and it worked perfectly. She thought it was warped, but it played perfectly. Sounded great.
That's amazing.
Yeah, she got it from her sister or something like that.
That's probably worth a lot of money.
It definitely is worth a lot of money. She got the original cover and everything too. So
yeah,
I think I had one of those too. My
of Meet the Beatles?
Yeah, my mom's boyfriend went to that record shop that we bashed on last week, and like before I had gone. No, it wasn't that record shop. It was some dude just selling his records for like a couple bucks each. But like, it's like a really old pressing of Meet the Beatles, so that might be the same one. I don't know.
Also, just slight update to last week, we were able to go in and get the vinyls.
Yeah, we did get those records. I deleted my post, and he said, give me a better review, and I did not. So,
we had
still a little salty.
Yeah, it was just a little awkward.
Had a little debacle with the record store.
It's okay. No hard feelings.
I guess.
But yeah.
Yeah, and then this is basic bitch answer for this podcast, but first 21 Pilots album.
I love that art too, but I knew you were going to do that one. Yeah. I knew you were going to do that one.
Yeah, I don't know what it is about it. Like, it feels nostalgic, but it fits that album perfectly. I fucking love that art so much.
I really like that one. It's a good one.
Going on the 21 Pilots train, I have Trench.
Yeah.
Just the Vulture, and then Scaled and Icy too.
Scaled and Icy as well?
I really like the Dragon. I don't know. And the colors.
I really love with Trench how they have like the track list on the front of it.
Yeah.
I thought that was weird at first, but I'm like, that's actually really
unique. They used to do that all the time, but they don't do that much anymore.
Oh, was that like an actual thing before?
On vinyls, a lot of times they had either on the back or the front they had
gotcha.
all the tracks listed.
Yeah, just the colors. Trench made me like yellow, and I really like the brightness of Scaled and Icy.
Yeah.
But yeah, those are my second ones.
Nice. Okay, so my second one, I mentioned this album already earlier, but Insomniac Green Day. I'll pull it up real quick. Mm-hmm. It's a really underrated, as far as I'm concerned, album. Not many people know about that, even if they're fans of Green Day.
Is that like one of their early stuff?
Yeah.
Okay, I remember hearing something about that. I forgot what it was, but yeah.
Damn, I'm slow typing. But
Green Day makes some great album art though.
This is like, I love this art so much. I just love the collage style.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's sick.
That's a good one. Green Day, early Green Day had a lot of good album art. Like Dookie was great.
Yeah,
here's the vinyl cover full.
Ooh, that's
that
nice.
last one was a CD.
Oh wow,
Yeah,
that's awesome.
I really love that cover.
I don't think I've ever listened to Insomniac. I do know that cover though. But seeing that, might have to listen to it now.
Yeah.
Insomniac is great, especially the first track off that, Brain Stew. I love Brain Stew. I just love that song. It fits a perfect mood that I have. Like sometimes that song just fits like the mood perfectly.
Yeah, I like that song too. I didn't know if that was off that album, but
Yeah, it's the first track.
all right.
Another basic bitch chancer, but very, very nice one. Flower Boy.
Flower Boy's a great
Damn,
one.
Tyler, the creator. Sorry. I don't know. It's the colors are so good with that one.
It
Like
really,
it's so iconic as well. Like even though that came out like what 4 years ago now, I guess
5 at this point.
5.
Was it
Yeah.
2016?
Maybe. No, he releases every 2 years, so it would be 4. I'm pretty sure.
Really?
I think it's 2017. I don't know, but yeah, like I don't. You just see it like everywhere too, and it
Okay,
looks so
does.
good. Like, fuck.
Really good one.
It's really good.
I'm sure Mike has this one, but I have Half Alive, Now Not Yet.
Mm-hmm.
That is a really pretty album cover.
Yeah,
I like the colors a lot.
it
yeah.
looks great on vinyl.
It really does. And it fits the vibe of the album.
Mm.
Have you ever heard of Half Alive?
Yeah, you sent me a couple of their songs before. I really liked what I did here. I haven't looked much more into them, but I really did like what I heard.
Yeah, I think you might like the rest of that album.
I'm pretty sure that's the one, or there was a song off that album that you sent me.
Yeah, they only have one album at the moment.
Okay,
so.
well that makes sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a really good album. Another band that Mike got me into. So
yeah, kind of 21 Pilots vibes a little bit there.
yeah.
Yeah, that's a really nice one too.
Well, yeah, I am up next. So my next one is Stankonia by Outkast.
Okay.
This is it's just like
Oh, I've seen that before.
embodiment of like classic rap album covers.
Yeah,
it's a
It's
classic.
it just I don't even know what more to say about it. It's a classic rap album, and it's got the cover like done to a T. Like there's a lot of different album covers around the same time that have the same type of style, but this one is just perfect as far as I'm concerned.
I've heard a lot of good things about that album. As
That
well.
is an amazing album that you have to listen
I should listen
if
to
you
that
haven't.
too.
I would like
That you have to listen to.
I've never listened to like classic '90s rap. So
Oh yeah,
I don't
there's
think I have either. No.
some bangers off that album, man.
they're the ones that made Hey Ya, right?
Yeah, they're the ones that made Hey Ya.
I've definitely seen that album cover before, though. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty iconic.
It is iconic.
Yeah. So then another one I did, Radiohead's A Moon-Shaped Pool.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I don't know what it is about it. I fucking love that. It's an abstract, but it looks so pretty at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
I'm sure that would be pretty on vinyl.
Oh, it is. I got it. Yeah, I saw that one in a shop when I was with my ex, and like I was like, I want to get that. I was like, I don't have a job right now, but I'm getting that.
It's worth
it. It was.
Yeah, I still haven't listened to
Yeah,
Radiohead.
it's okay.
But I'd like to. Like,
Yeah.
you gush about that album so much that I'd really like to.
It's definitely a very sad boy album. That one in particular.
I've listened to only their first album, but I know that one is.
You listened to
nothing,
their first one?
Yeah, I know that one is nothing like most of their other stuff.
Oh God, no.
But I enjoyed it overall. So, you know,
My
not
favorite
bad.
song's Creep.
Pretty much. Yeah, that first album was infamously like just like, oh,
Yeah.
Thank God they went a different direction.
Yeah, I think I started listening to that like senior year, and I was like,
The first album.
yeah, and I was like,
Some people, because Brad right now, he's doing a reaction through all of their albums or whatever.
Yeah.
Some people are leaving comments like, yeah, even though this album's not great, it is cool listening in context because it gives you appreciation for how they broke away from that in the
Yeah.
next one.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah.
I mean, I do like Creep though.
Oh, yeah, I like Creep too. I like
Good
Creep,
song.
and also the first song on that first album is also really good too. I like that one. But,
Yeah, I have a classic here. I have The Black Parade.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So
yeah.
For sure, classic.
I should have done that one too.
It's so good. Little marching guy, and then like the really scratchy band logo. I fucking love that album.
The album art they have for the vinyl on that one's pretty cool too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure there's different art on the vinyl.
Yeah, I have it. It's like a full art piece. It's like the actual parade going through.
Oh yeah.
It's really pretty. But yeah,
I feel like it fits the tone of the album really well.
For sure.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite albums of all time.
Yeah.
All right, so next up for me is MF Doom's Food.
Yeah, I like that one.
Fucking love that.
Oh yeah.
So there's just so much detail to it. Like if you look closely, like there's little jokes and stuff written on all of the like stuff around, and like little references to other songs of his written around. It just, I don't know, man. It's just so iconic. It looks so nice. I don't know. I feel like I'm bad at this.
Oh no,
No, it's okay.
But yeah, just a great album cover.
I notice that whenever we do these like themed episodes, like by like the fifth one or so, I'm out of words to just be like, yeah, it's great.
I feel like with my first one, I did so well, and then after that, I was like, oh, what the fuck do I say? So it looks nice.
Yeah, after MF Doom was like announced that he passed away, I was like, I've heard good things about him. I'll try an album. I listened to a little bit of Mad Villainy, and I liked it a lot. I didn't go back to it, but I wouldn't mind listening. I've heard that Food's good.
The thing about MF Doom is, like, if you never listened to his stuff before, it's kind of intimidating getting into because you just got such a massive, like, catalog of music.
Yeah.
Like, insane.
Like he was around for like ever.
Yeah. And constantly making music.
Yeah, I remember I listened through Mad Villainy after he passed, and I remember liking it.
Yeah.
Mad Villainy is great, but a little more underground recommendation. The Special Herbs and Spices series,
Okay.
amazing the whole way through. It's like 5 or 6 different projects. They're shorter. They got like 10, 15 songs each.
Yeah.
But great.
10, 15 songs is not short.
For MF Doom it is.
Oh,
Yeah, he makes some pretty short
I'm pretty sure Food is like 25 tracks.
Damn. It's like the Swans at that point.
Pretty much, yeah. I've heard of that one before. Isn't like every song about like food?
Yeah, every song is titled as something about food.
Oh, it's just the titles. Okay.
Yeah, well, there's a little bit of reference. There's references to food all throughout his music.
Yeah,
but, there's a lot of it on that album, and yeah,
great. Likes his food. Yeah, so for my next one, I was just like looking through my catalog, and this one just always stuck out to me a lot. But the Childish Gambino, "Awaken My Love,"
that's a good one.
Creepy. But
it's creepy
really
as
good.
fuck, but like I don't know. So it once again matches the album very well. That one. I don't know. I just really like it. It's
I
so
love that
iconic.
color too.
Yeah. I love the contrast of all the blues too.
I have not listened to that album in a long time, but
You have listened to that one though?
yeah, it's been a long time.
That's a good one. I think that's my favorite of his albums that he's
It's
released.
the only
That-
one I listen to for him.
that
so.
used I listened to a few of his, but that one used to be on rotation for me a few years ago, for sure.
Yeah, there's definitely some bops on Because of the Internet, which is the album before, but it's I don't know, for "Awaken My Love," it's just great all the way through in my opinion. But
Yeah, some of it. The thing with Childish Gambino, if you go to his older stuff, some is kind of corny. Not gonna lie,
yeah.
kind of corny.
Yeah. He's a corny guy.
He's a pretty corny guy, but that album, minimal corn.
Yeah. Minimal corn. It's like winter. I don't know. so
stupid.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I apologize for that.
Yeah, I really like Donald Glover, and
Yeah.
he's really funny. He's very talented.
Very talented overall guy.
Yeah.
I think, when was the last time you listened to "Awaken My Love"? Was it like
Probably like
long?
3 or 4 years ago.
Yeah, I think since now you have like more of an appreciation for like a lot of like production stuff, I guess. Like, I think you would like it a lot more. It sounds so fucking
The
good.
production on that album in comparison to his last are like,
Oh yeah, it's night and day.
out of the
It's
fucking,
night and day.
blew it out of the water. Like, it's insane.
I'll have to pop on some nice headphones.
Yeah.
Listen to
Because that not only was he corny, but he had bad production on some songs.
Oh, yeah. I know I mentioned this before, but like the guy who produces his stuff is actually like a big like movie composer now.
Really?
Like he did the music for Tenet recently. He also did it for like Mandalorian. Like
That's really
it's
cool.
wild. Yeah,
I
like
didn't
they
know
work
about that.
together. Yeah, so he works with a movie producer for his music.
Yeah.
It's
He's
insane.
got those industry connections.
Yeah, yeah. Well, they met on Community, which is a really good show. Have you seen Community before?
I haven't watched Community, but
It's really
I've heard good things.
Yeah, yeah. They were both on there, but yeah.
That's cool.
Fun fact.
Back to the Green Day conversation. Another one I have is The American Idiot.
Yeah.
Classic. Classic.
Very classic. Like I said, one of my favorites. Just that heart hand grenade is just it's a very known symbol at this point, I think. But yeah, Green Day.
You can know pretty much nothing about Green Day and see that album cover. No,
Oh,
Green
yeah.
Day.
Yeah, that's
even
great.
without the words.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's kind of like the Pink Floyd album.
Mhm.
What album even is that? I forgot.
Dark Side of the Moon.
That's it.
Yeah, yeah.
I was like, yeah, it's just one of those iconic things. Just like, oh yeah, I've seen that before.
Okay. My next one, I forgot to pull up the picture. And this one's gonna take forever to type out too. Okay, so the name of the album is "Whatever People Say I Am, That's What I'm Not."
Okay.
By Arctic Monkeys.
Oh, okay.
It's their first project.
Is that the one? I think I know what it is, but
I need to listen to more Arctic Monkeys. I do like their stuff I've heard from them.
I like AM. I've heard a lot of AM, and that was a good album.
See, AM is pretty good, but if you like AM in comparison to their old shit, in my opinion, it's just like so poppy that I do not really like it. Like I can appreciate it, and like there's songs in there that are bops, then like super catchy, super good to listen to. But definitely radio hits, at the same time. Whatever People Say I Am is What I'm Not is like a lot more, I don't know, it's a lot more like angsty, like, I don't know.
Yeah, right.
It's hard to describe, but I feel like the album cover fits it perfectly.
Yeah.
Fits the mood of the album perfectly.
Yeah.
It's like just like angsty teenager type of shit.
Yeah.
And I love it.
Years and years ago, probably like freshman year, I was like asking you for a bunch of music stuff, and you were like, listen to that, listen to Currents, and I was like, all right. And Currents really stuck with me, but I've yet to go back to that one.
Yeah, I still love that album. I don't know. Something about nostalgia or something, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, no, I really like those simplistic covers as well. And this is an example of that. But Clipping, they have an album called Clipping. Just not the eyes. I don't know. It perfectly matches as well. It's just like it's like an ominous picture almost. And like they're like an experimental, like noisy, like hip hop thing. And like they go pretty wild. And I think that's just, I don't know what it is about it.
I've got to check them out because I haven't listened to them before, and that sounds very interesting to me.
Yeah, I think you may like their two most recent stuff. It's first one's There Existed an Addiction to Blood, and then the second one's Visions of Bodies Being Burned. It's like based off like horror movies, basically. Okay. Yeah, they're crazy.
The first song he picked for the song of the week is Story 2 by them.
Yeah, that's actually one you definitely should listen to first.
You would love that song.
I think I did listen to that after I heard it on the first episode.
So good.
That song is insane.
Have you seen Hamilton?
I have seen Hamilton.
The guy who plays Lafayette and Thomas Jefferson. He's the rapper on that.
Oh yeah. I remember hearing about that.
Yeah, he's really good.
But yeah, I don't know. I really love that album cover. I don't know what it is about it.
This is my last one since Currents and Flower Boy were taken. I have Abbey Road.
That's a
classic.
Yeah. Iconic as hell. Another one that you wouldn't need to know anything about the Beatles. See like an outline of them walking down the street, and you know.
You know that's the Beatles.
That's what I was like for a long time. I didn't listen to a lot of Beatles stuff, but I knew that album cover. Yeah.
That was like the first Beatles album I listened to was Help, and then I was like, okay, that's pretty good. And then I listened to Abbey Road, and I was like, okay, I get it now. Like this is fucking great. Abbey Road's like one of their best. It's gotta be.
That's the only one I've listened through like multiple times for them. And I do like it a lot. That's something I suck so much at, is just listening to older stuff. But that one is very, very good.
Yeah. Like there's a couple filler songs, a couple silly songs like Maxwell's Silver Hammer.
That shit made me laugh so loud.
But like come together and She's So Heavy It's it's fucking classic. So good. But yeah, Abbey Road is just so good.
Okay, so my list ended there, but I just thought of another one that I'd like to share. So we got Death Grips, The Money Store.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's just like so. This one, the reason I like it so much is probably more personal to me, because it was the first project by Death Grips I listened to, and just going into it and not knowing much about the band and then seeing this album cover, I feel like kind of sets you up for like the crazy shit you're about to hear. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
it really does.
what it is basically telling you what you're about to hear is not your average shit. It's a little bit different.
A little weird, a little out there.
Yeah. And I love how like you could barely even tell like, but it says written there on his chest or like scribbled on his chest. It says Death Grips.
Oh, it does?
Yeah.
I never noticed that before.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah.
It's like scratched into his chest.
I thought it was just chest hair.
His or her, I'm not sure. You know, I don't want to assume they do have boobs. So, you know.
Yeah. I didn't know you listened to Death Grips stuff.
Oh, I do like Death Grips.
I've been trying to get into it recently. I have been liking some stuff, but some stuff's still getting used
to
it.
That's the thing. That's the thing about getting into Death Grips, because at first I didn't like Death Grips much, but now I fucking love Death Grips, and like the songs I hated before I love now. Yeah. So like it's just I don't know. It's a weird thing. You gotta kind of get used to the Death Grips sound.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I'm ever going to get into
See, you know, I was there at 1.2. I was there at 1.2. Money Store is a great introduction album, though, because it's a lot less experimental than some of their other stuff.
For me, Ex-Military, that one's been easier.
That's
been more easy on my ears than Money Store.
Really?
Money Store, about halfway through, it kind of loses me. I'm like, okay. But, like, Ex-Military, something about it like puts me in a trance a little
Ex-Military
bit.
is great, too.
But that's only on YouTube for whatever reason.
It's one of those ones that they just don't put on anything.
That's weird.
I think actually I heard because they use a lot of samples on that one that were not cleared at all. So like I think they weren't allowed to have it or whatever. But yeah, if you like Death Grip stuff, I think you would like Clipping.
See, that's why when I heard noise and rap, I was like, as a Death Grips fan, that sounds good.
Yeah, Clipping's less like yelling, noising, and more like just like actual like noise, like production wise. But they're if you can get into that, you can get into Clipping.
Yeah.
But I got two last ones here. I really like the cover to Kids See Ghosts.
Oh, that's a great one.
Very colorful. I like that.
That's what I love. Like it's just such a unique color palette between everything. I don't know. I really love that.
Another album I've heard really good things about, but I haven't listened to.
You should. Yeah, it definitely is like a hip hop album. It's not like, in my opinion, it's not gonna like change your life or something like that. But it's a very good hip hop album.
Okay.
And then just as a last one, I couldn't find like the album picture for some reason, but To Pimp a Butterfly.
It was crazy.
Classic and just so good.
Since you brought up Abbey Road, another one not on my list, but remind me of how much I love the Sgt. Pepper Lonely Hearts Club cover.
Oh yeah,
it's just like another one that just got like a collage of a bunch of shit going on. That I just love. It's like a Where's Waldo, where you could just stare at it and like find new things that you never noticed before.
Yeah, hey, look, it's Karl Marx. Hey, look.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I almost put that one down, but I was like, Abbey Road means more to me. But yeah, that's another really good one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was our little art segment here.
Yeah.
Where are we at time-wise?
We are at 52.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Let's get into Song of the Week then.
Okay. Before we run out of time.
I don't remember who goes first between me and you.
I think it's you this week.
Okay. What are you comfortable with? You want to go first or last? Or in the middle? You can even go in the middle.
Doesn't matter to me either way.
Doesn't matter?
Whatever you guys want to do.
All right. I don't think we've done a middle before, so you can be the middleman.
Right.
I need to check who goes first, though.
And let's do a little double check.
I need to do this before the podcast.
Yeah, it's you this week.
That's what editing's for.
Exactly. Even though I probably won't edit this. But since we have Nick on, I think the first time I really started listening to Kanye stuff was because we talked about it, and we had like a little group that we like sat in and talked in like 10 minutes before school started or whatever. And like I think you especially like pushed me to listen to Kanye stuff or whatever. And Yeah, I was on a little bit of a Kanye craze a little bit earlier this week, and I just really love the song "Flashing Lights." So
That's a good one.
We're gonna do "Flashing Lights."
Sounds good. It's been a minute since I heard that one.
Yeah.
You would take it this far. What do I know?
Flashing lights.
Alrighty. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good one. I need to delve more into Kanye's older stuff because I've only really listened to My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy.
Yeah.
So
Yes, you do. Yes, you definitely do.
I think that's still my favorite album by him, but like, I don't know, something about that beat and that song, like it's so good.
For me, Graduation is my favorite
Yeah.
Kanye project. For me, I feel like it's his the last project where he was old Kanye. I know that's like a really
You miss the old Kanye.
yeah, miss old Kanye, straight from the gold Kanye. But yeah, that it's like the last album where it's like old Kanye, and it's especially with the production as well. Like there's a quality like the synths on this project, especially that you have a lot of in his older stuff that's just completely missing in his newer stuff. And I mean, it's more of a stylistic difference as far as like, it's just different now. Like the rap scene is different. Music, the beats are different. But I really love that old style and the synths on that project.
Yeah.
he's another guy with really good iconic work album art.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I was looking through his stuff. I'm like, I do like some of it, but like a lot of it's pretty.
It's mid.
Interesting.
I almost put Late Registration on there.
Yeah, that's another good one.
I almost put Late Registration on my list of album arts. But it's just like I don't like it as much as I like some other stuff.
Yeah, but like that one, was that Graduation where the bear's coming out of the ceiling, whatever. Yeah. That
Spaceship.
one is that. I don't know.
I don't know what that is. I never really looked close at it.
You can see that one. No, that's Kanye, or you
Yeah.
can see maybe a little Dark Twisted Fantasy or Life of Pablo, and you're like, okay, that's Kanye.
Yeah.
But yeah, just synonymous with him.
I still haven't decided if I like the art to Life of Pablo or not.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's very
It changed. What was funny about it is it changed like 15 times in the process of the album coming out.
I know that whole
Yeah.
album the
the whole
weird
album
release cycle.
The album released, then got taken back,
Yeah.
and he remastered it, and then put it back out.
Yeah. Actually, the reason I know that is because Fantano reviewed it twice. I think the first time he gave it a 6, and then he gave it like an 8 or something.
He like redid a lot of the mixing and production on it, and it was a whole lot better the second time. But yeah, it was a really strange release. That was a really strange release.
People get the CD and they're like, yeah, and then he's like, okay, we're taking those back.
Yeah, that's true. So like people get like physical copies of like the unmixed.
I wonder if there's like people out there that own the original version on CD.
Probably goes.
Because that would be fucking awesome. I would love to have. I would love to have like both of those in my collection, like the new one and the fucking old one.
Do you know how long the old one was out for?
Oh, it wasn't very long. It was like a few weeks, if not a month.
Oh, a few weeks.
But I'm not sure if it released in like physically released before they like took it out.
Okay.
They got rid of it. I know it got taken off of streaming services though.
Yeah.
All right, well, you're gonna move on to what's your song of the week?
Okay, so my song is it's "In the Sun Again" by Sunny Day Service.
Okay.
Great Japanese group, pretty funky. I like it a lot.
All right. Okay.
All right.
It's very funky.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like that.
That it's just one of those songs that just makes me happy listening to it.
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell they're talking about. It could be depressing, but it makes me really happy to listen to that song.
I really like how distorted it all was. Like, and it kind of reminded me of like an Arcade Fire kind of thing.
I see what you mean.
Something off the suburbs.
I see what you mean.
But yeah, I liked that. It couldn't, like you said, couldn't understand a word they're saying, but you could find enjoyment in it through the sound they were making. So.
Yeah. At the very end, they kept saying "in the sun" again, and then after like
Yeah.
the third time, I was like, "Oh, they're saying in the sun."
Same thing.
Oh, it's a title.
Yeah. I was like,
Man, I just wish there was like a bass solo in there somewhere though.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
that
would
would have
love
been,
that.
that would've been sick.
It would fit so well.
That's cool. Yeah.
Yeah,
It certainly was a vibe. I like that.
So song that's pretty new to me because recently I went on a road trip with some friends to North Carolina a few weeks ago, and we made a playlist all together before we left. And my one friend Brandon, he speaks Japanese, so he added like a bunch of Japanese songs, and that was one of the ones I heard that I like really liked. Added my own music rotation.
That's cool.
I like that.
That's really sick.
Okay, so I was thinking for a song this week, and I was like, I don't know what I want to do, because like I was gonna do something from the new Tyler album, but like I have to listen to it closer to really.
Yeah, I definitely need a few more listens as well.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, Nick, he birthed my interest and love for My Chemical Romance way back in 5th grade.
Really?
Yeah.
I was an emo kid at 10. So
Yeah.
You still are.
And I was scrolling through TikTok, and this guy who like picks out what he thinks are bands' best songs, he chose "I Don't Love You" as for his pick for the best song they've ever made. And I was like, I don't agree with that, but that is a great song, so I'm gonna pick "I Don't Love You" by My Chemical Romance.
All right.
It's a great song.
It is.
Yeah, that's such a good
What a
song.
great song.
That comes right after that 5-6 minute epic of "Welcome to the Black Parade." Like, just punches you in the gut, and it's like,
Yeah. That whole album's a gut punch.
It really is, bro. There was a time a few months ago where I was just in a really down mood, and I was up late at night, and I listened to "Welcome Back to the Black Parade" like all the way through, and I like basically just cried the whole thing.
Yeah.
Like I don't know where it came from, it just happened though.
It's just, sometimes you just gotta let that
Yeah.
thing escape. You know?
Yeah.
So you're not.
I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah. I've done that plenty. Especially with this album, like fuck, dude. There's no better album to do it with than this one.
Yeah, that song does hurt. It's a painful. I remember that was one that I listened to quite a bit after the breakup stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a
That was
few.
like,
I have a few
shit.
breakup playlists.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Was that a laugh or a cry?
A little bit of both.
Yeah.
A little bit of both.
Man, what a
Yeah.
good song.
It is. It's a fantastic song.
I'm really hoping to go to Riot Fest next year to see them.
Yeah, that'd be
I really
great.
want to see them. Dream of mine. They broke up like right when I was getting into them. So,
Were you listening to them before they broke up?
Yeah, but not for long. I mean, we were young.
That's
so,
true. Yeah, we were
you know.
really young.
it was what? They broke up in 2012, 2013.
Yeah.
And, 5th grade was 2011, 2012. So, I got into them like the latter half of 5th grade. So,
Yeah.
not long.
Right. Yeah.
Definitely weren't a fan long enough to go to any of their shows. I mean, I don't think that I could have gone to one of their shows being like 10 years old.
10, 11?
Yeah, not the best place, but
What's cancer?
Yeah, that'd be entertaining to see a 10-year-old at a Mike and show.
I would have loved to have gone.
Yeah.
If I had a time machine, I always think about this. If I had a time machine, what artists and during what time periods would I go back and see shows of? And Black Parade era, My Chemical Romance is definitely one of them. Like, they put on such a production for those shows.
I've seen some live clips from those shows.
They have
Like, they had fire, they had everything. It was a whole production.
Yeah.
They have a whole video of a concert they did in Mexico City. If you want to watch it on YouTube, it's
I might need to
Really
watch
good.
that. Yeah.
Really good.
they were such performers, and
Yeah.
to be struck down right before they were getting back together by COVID was
Yeah.
heartbreaking.
Yeah, we've mentioned that a couple times, how they just they got one show.
Yeah.
And then COVID.
Like, we're coming back, we're gonna tour, hey!
Halloween 2019, they were like, we're back, baby, and then fucking, the last day of the year, December 31st, they were like, we're playing a show in LA, and then they did, and they were like, okay, world tour.
Do you guys follow much of Gerard Way's solo stuff?
I like his solo.
I remember I listened
Like, I forgot
to...
what the name-
He has 2 albums, doesn't he?
There's like
Hesitant
Weird Alien or
Hesitant
Hesitant Alien.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I forget what the other one is.
Pretty sure that's the only one.
That's the only one? Okay, maybe I think I did listen to that one. I remember liking it. It was a long time ago I did that.
It's an interesting album. It's definitely interesting.
Yeah.
That's the only solo album from any of the members that I've listened to. I've heard Frankie Arrow makes some good stuff, and I haven't listened to Ray Toro stuff, but
I can't imagine Ray Toro being on anything bad. He's such an amazing guitarist.
God, I know he's the best. Did you guys hear that the singer of Blink-182, Mark Hoppus, has cancer?
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, that's rough.
Yeah.
I hope he's doing okay.
I saw the tweet that he put out about it. Yeah.
I saw that yesterday. I was like, ooh, that's not good. Right before the Hell Omega tour.
Yeah, that's true.
Hope he's okay. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, wishes to him and his family.
Well wishes.
Mhm.
But yeah, that was a good episode.
Yeah.
What's he gonna say?
Had some
no,
good
it was
conversations.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming out.
Oh, no problem, man.
It's
It
nice
was
to
great.
see you again.
Love to come again sometime.
Oh
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
You had a lot of good stuff to say. So
Yeah.
yeah.
You know, Colin first proposed like having you on like probably a few weeks ago now, and like as soon as he said it, I was like, oh hell yeah. I mean, we talked about music stuff like
All the
like I
time.
was saying, like in that little group that we
Yeah.
had, we talked about it a lot, and I was like, okay, yeah, down to have a discussion with them.
We're kind of running dry with guests after you, but
That's fine. You know, it happens.
The well has dried up.
we'll just have Vince and John on a million more times. I guess.
Yeah.
Occasionally, we'll have you drive down.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
sweet.
where are we at? Thomas?
We're at 105, so
105? Yeah, we can wrap it up.
good to wrap up if we want.
Yeah.
All right. Well, if you're listening to us on streaming services, that's amazing. Thank you for helping us there. You can also find us on YouTube, where you can go into the description and find links to our socials. I got my piano page. Colin has his review page. You have anything you want to shout out in there?
No, not really.
That's
Nobody
all right.
ever does.
Yeah.
I only really got private social medias. So.
Gotcha. All our guests are losers. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, we got that, and then we also got the Twitter page as well. If you want to follow us there for updates and stuff.
Yep.
And,
Yeah, we will talk at you guys next week.
yeah. See you next week.